Hello, welcome to my kitchen again. I decided I'm going to show you how I make what Nevin calls augers. They do sort of look like it. But it's pretzel sticks, caramel, and chocolate, of course. Like usual, I realize I forgot something. Anyway, so you can actually, with this, I get the caramel at a bulk food store so that I don't know if it's actually cheaper, but it makes me feel like it's cheaper. But you can actually probably use just the regular, like, caramel candies and do what I'm going to do with less work, apparently. Oh, dear. First little bit is always the hardest to get started because it comes in such a sturdy block. So I need to turn my camera down, I see, because you can't even see what I'm doing down here. You don't need to see my face anyhow, right? Anyway, so I take about the size of a chunk of candy, and once again we're going to be playing roll it into a worm like you did with Play-Doh when you were a kid, or maybe nobody else did that, I just did it. I don't know. Well, I guess it's kind of cold in my kitchen and this stuff is a little on the stiff side, so sometimes you have to work it a little bit, get it pliable. But it does roll out fairly nice normally once you get it started. There we go, that's better. And you want to roll it out in a decent length. Let's see here. Or another description of how you can do this is sort of like you do when you're doing pretzels. I just don't, twist them into one. All right, then you take a regular pretzel rod. I always make so it sticks on the top there. And you just run a spiral down through here. You can go down as far as you want to, or stop when you want to. I like to get the majority of it covered. Like I make so there's a handle, so to speak, of, I'm going to pinch this off right here. When it goes between a year between the times that you make this stuff, you kind of forget exactly how big a chunk you need. At least I do. So just like that. And scooch my warmer over here. And after that, you just make so that you cover all of that gooey, salty yumminess with chocolate. I do dip my chocolate parts in there. I can't get the whole thing in there very good, so we just do the rest with dipping fork on it and making so it's all covered up. Get all that yummy caramel covered. Now you know why my husband calls them augers. At least the boys will know if you've never seen an auger. There you go. And then I just put that on my parchment paper. And it won't dry as perfectly round as that, but the top part will look good. Anyway, so that is one of my other favorite Christmas candies to make. I can eat it even with my false teeth. So if I can eat it, most other people can too, unless they have issue with too much sugar and caramel affects them negatively. Nevin does not like eating caramel for that reason, because diabetes runs in his family now. He's never been diagnosed with diabetes. I'm not saying that. Please do not misunderstand. But it just doesn't set well with his digestive system. So one of the things that happens as you get older, funny things that don't set with you that used to. happens to me all the time. So anyway, do one more so you can get a little better view on this. I actually did this one year when I was working at a facility as a treat for my patients, or each of the patients. So the first year I did this, it took forever because I think, if I remember correctly, I did 80 of them that year. So yeah, it was a lot. So there I'm leaving it a little bit thicker. And you can make these spaces as big as you want to. It's not necessarily a certain type of distance that needs to happen. Scooch this over here again. I know, a lot of scooching, isn't there? There we go, that's better. Just dip in as much as I can. And you want to kind of tap the excess off. Otherwise, I mean, maybe you don't mind that, but I can't. If the chocolate is too thick, that's a bigger problem for me and my porcelain incisors. No, my porcelain teeth than anything else. So yeah, that's when it doesn't work very good. And I'm one of those crazy people that thinks they have to chew everything. Yes, even cough drops. So there you go. And that gives you an idea of how. I'm going to move this over here if I can. Apparently I can't. Anyway, that's how they look when they are done. If I can get it. There we go. Sorry, my stupid camera will not let it turn around, so. And you can also put sprinkles on these. I generally don't. We're just not that fond of sprinkles, so it looks pretty. They just add extra crunching. Well, pretzels are generally crunchy enough. Hope you enjoyed that.